Hey, what's up guys? Pastor Byron here, and you're watching this week's 10-minute message designed to help you grow on the go. And today, I'm gonna give you 7 foolish friends for you to avoid. There's a popular quote that says, "Show me your friends and I will show you your future." That is absolutely true. I'm just thinking about times in my life when I made some really bad, foolish decisions. A lot of it was all my fault, but a lot of it also had to deal with the friends that I began to associate with. And so today what I want to do is I want to give you 7 foolish friends for you to avoid. If you want to know what your future looks like, you really just need to look at the friends and the company that you keep. That's a thing that we see throughout the book of Proverbs. And in Proverbs 13:20, here's actually what it says. It says that whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools suffers harm. Okay, that's the same thing as saying, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. That if you want to get wisdom, you need to walk with people who are wise. And if you want to become a fool and suffer harm, then you have friends who are actually foolish. We want to pursue after wisdom. We want to grow. We want to nourish. We want to flourish in our life and experience everything that God has best for us. So that means we're going to need to make wise choices when it comes to our friends. But if you want to just keep living your life and doing your own thing, and if you want to lead a life of destruction and death and chaos and conflict, and you want to head in that direction, making poor choices, unwise decisions, then keep hanging out with foolish people. And so here's what I want to do. Okay, I want to be able to help you, and I want to give you 7 foolish friends for you to avoid in your life. And because I'm feeling a little spunky today, I decided that I'm just going to call people out by name. Okay, some of you're foolish people, so I'm just going to call you out by name. Okay, here's my first foolish friend. His name is Good Time Tim. Now, I'm not really calling people out by name. There's no one in our church named Tim. But this is important for us to know that there are certain people in our lives who aren't friends. They're actually just fools. And one of them, his name's Good Time Tim. Here's what Proverbs says. He says, the poor is disliked even by his neighbor, but the rich has many friends. Now, on the surface, that seems like a pretty offensive thing to say. Like, the poor are despised by their neighbor, but the rich, they have many friends. You're like, Proverbs, that's just very mean. You can't say that. We love poor people, and it's the rich people who cause all the problems. This is not actually what Solomon's saying. It's typical for Proverbs to be able to say something on the surface, but if you dig down a little bit deeper, it looks a little bit different. Here's what he's saying, that when you're poor, people aren't lining up for your autograph. But when you're famous, when you're rich, when you're successful, when you're prominent, when you're important, all of a sudden, where did all of these friends come from? Because they're there for the good times. Whenever you get a promotion, they're there because they want to go out, take you for dinner, and they want you to pay. Whenever you're pregnant, they want to come to, the baby shower. They want to come to the gender reveal. Everybody's liking and commenting on all of the pictures. When you're getting married, everybody wants to be your best man, wants to be the bridesmaid. Everybody wants to get the invite to the wedding. When everything's going really well in your life, if your church is growing, more people are showing up. When everything's going great, you'll find that you have more friends, because people are there for the good times. But what happens when things go wrong? What happens when things go bad? Well, all of a sudden, those friends are gone. That's who Good Time Tim is. He loves to show up for the party, but when everything gets real, he's gone because he's not a real friend. He's a foolish friend. The Puritans, they used to call these guys swallow friends, that the swallows would fly in for the summer, but the moment that winter came, they were gone. That's exactly who Good Time Tim is, right? You show up and you're like, hey, I got a promotion. They're like, man, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. And if they see you and they're like, hey, how's it going? And you're like, well, actually, I lost my job. They're like, oh, wow. That's bad. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, me and my wife were fighting a lot. And they're like, hold on. I didn't think that we were actually going to have real, honest conversations. This just got too real for me. So I'm gonna go over there and I'll pray for you from a distance. But I see you later. That's Good Time Tim. When things are going good, he's there. When things go bad, he's gone. Why? Because he's not a real friend. He's a foolish friend. The next person we meet is known as Gossiping Gary. Okay, Proverbs 16:27-28. Now, I'm going to talk about Gossiping Gary, but just keep this between you and me, because if Gary knows we're talking about him, well, then he's going to go tell everybody else what I'm telling you. So this is just between you and me. This is Gossip Gary. It says, a worthless man plots evil, And a speech is like a scorching fire. A dishonest man spreads strife, and a whisper separates close friends. My sister used to always say this. She would say, secrets don't make friends. Because whenever Gossiping Gary hears your secret, he's going to destroy your friendship. Some people, they don't really love you. They just love talking about you. Some people, they don't really like hearing your problems. They just like hearing your problems so they can go and tell other people. That's who Gossiping Gary is. You tell him something in confidence, he betrays the confidence. You tell him something that's important just between you and him, and then he's going to go tell somebody else. And he says that his speech is like a scorching fire ready to be spread. Just think about it like an unlit match, just waiting for the moment that he can just light that match and then spread the fire over everyone else. That's exactly what Gossip Gary does. Now in the church, I know in the church, we don't have Gossiping Garys. The church doesn't gossip. No. The church, no, we have prayer requests. That's what we have. We say things like, oh, well, I'm going to go pray for you. Or I need people to come pray. Like I talked to Sister so-and-so and, her and her husband, they're having a really rocky time. And so we're going to get our community group involved and we're going to talk about it to our accountability partner and we're going to post it in our Connect page and we're going to be prayer warriors while I destroy this friendship. That's exactly what gossip does. Gossiping Gary is like a match that's ready to be lit so he can spread the fire to everywhere he touches, because that's what gossip does. It destroys everything it touches. So stay away from Gossiping Gary. The next person we meet is called Clingy Carol, Proverbs 25:17. I love this one. Let your foot be seldom in your neighbor's house, lest he have his fill of you and hate you. Okay, here's what he's saying. You don't got to go home, but you can't stay here. Let your foot be seldom in your neighbor's house. This is a clingy friend. Now, some of you are thinking, I don't have any clingy friends. Then that's because you're the clingy friend. You're like, all my friends we're best friends. We text each other throughout the day. We got a group text. We grab mimosas all the time. And I'm always hanging out with my friends. That's because you're the clingy friend and your other friends are like, okay, Carol, please calm down. Yeah, you can text me, but don't be mad when I don't text you back on my lunch break. Yeah, you can come over, but you got to go home. You can't spend the nights, right? Some people we love with all of our hearts in very small doses. It's good for you to be together, but it's also good for you to learn how to be alone. Here's the thing with Clingy Carol. Clingy Carol just doesn't respect your boundaries. She doesn't respect boundaries. And if someone doesn't respect your boundaries, they will never respect your friendship. They're always wanting more of you, and they're wanting more than what you can actually give them. That's who Clingy Carol is. The next one is Angry Andy. Here's what Proverbs 22:24. Make no friendship. That's the big idea. Don't be friends with a man who is given to anger, lest you learn his ways and entangle yourself in a snare. This is a guy who's like a grenade with the pin pulled. He's just always ready for an argument. He's always ready for a fight. And he's always angry, complaining about something. And here's what Proverbs says. If you hang out with people who are always in a bad mood, don't be surprised when you're in a bad mood. If you hang out with people who are always, upset, don't be surprised when you're always upset. If you're hanging out with people who are always angry, don't be shocked when you think you're always angry, because some people love to be offended. And if you hang out with people who are always offended, then you're going to become just like them. Don't hang out with Angry Andy. The next one's Drunk Dave. I was going to call this guy Dude Bro Dave, but I think Drunk Dave fits better. Proverbs 23:20-22. Be not among drunkards or among gluttonous eaters of meat. All the vegetarians are like, amen. For the drunkard and the glutton will come to a poverty, and slumber will clothe them in rags. Okay, Drunk Dave, he doesn't make good decisions, right? Don't hang out with Drunk Dave. My grandmother used to tell me that if you lay down with dogs, you get fleas. If you hang out with Drunk Dave, you're going to get a felony. It just doesn't end well. I mean, this is the guy who's wearing camouflage cargo shorts, got an Affliction t-shirt, spiky hair, and just says YOLO all the time. Don't hang out with this dude. He's an idiot. And here's the other reason why. It's because alcoholism, it's demonic. Okay, addiction is terrible. It destroys lives and legacies. It destroys families. And if you hang out with people who are addicts or alcoholics and you associate with them and you're spending all of your time with them, you're going to become just like them. And your life is far too important for you to waste getting wasted all the time. So if you need help, get help. Go to the Next Steps program, get in AA, go to Celebrate Recovery, get help, get freedom, get deliverance, and don't be hanging out with Drunk Dave. The next one's Clueless Kathy, Proverbs 27:14. Right? Whoever blesses their neighbor with a loud voice rising early in the morning will be counted as a cursing. Now, some of you, you're morning people. Okay, all my morning people, all right, good. You like this, right? All the morning people. Okay, just so you know, if you're a morning person, everybody else hates you. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. I'm a morning person. I wake up at 5 o'clock, I run 3 miles, and then I get to work before anybody else. Like that's who I am. I'm a morning person. My wife, she's not even a Christian until her second cup of coffee. Okay, not everybody is on your level. Some people are hurting, some people are suffering, and some people just need caffeine. And clueless Kathy, she's unaware of her surroundings. She doesn't focus or pay attention to what other people are going through. She's unaware of the surroundings or the situations that are going on in other people's lives. She's selfish, she's self-centered, she's narcissistic, and she really only cares about herself. And the one who speaks blessings early in the morning is really going to just be a curse to your life. She's not a friend, she's a fool. And then lastly is religious Ralph. Proverbs 25:20. Whoever sings songs to a heavy heart is like one who takes off a garment on a cold day, like vinegar on soda. Here's religious Ralph. Religious Ralph has a Bible verse and a bumper sticker for everything. So if you're going through a hard time, he's saying, consider it pure joy, my brothers, when you face trials of various types. Right? Oh, yeah, you're going to quote James to me? Like, okay, I'm having a really difficult time. Thank you, but that's not helpful right now. Or they'll have a bumper sticker. So they'll say things like, whenever God closes a door, he opens a window. That's not even in the Bible, and that's not actually even really helpful for me in my life. They have a Bible verse and a bumper sticker, but they don't have any wisdom for you. They'll say things like, well, did you pray about it? Maybe you have unrepentant sin in your life. Maybe you need to pray about it a little bit more. Come here, let me lay hands on you. Religious Ralph, everybody else wants to lay hands on you. Like, you're going to have to believe in the resurrection of the dead by the time we get finished with you because you're not helpful. And here's the reason why. It's because when you're suffering, you don't need a syllogism. You need somebody who's going to sit with you. Whenever you're going through a hard time, you don't need good advice. You really just need good news. When you're in pain, you don't need somebody who's going to lecture you. You need somebody who's going to encourage you. You need somebody who has faith. You need somebody who's going to be your friend. Proverbs has a lot of wisdom when it comes to who we hang out with. Those are just 7 people that Proverbs says, hey, avoid them, because if you want to get wisdom, you got to walk with the wise, but the companion of fools suffers harm. And here's why this is important. Because of your future. Your future is far too important for you to waste time hanging out with foolish friends. I believe that God has saved you for a reason. I believe that God has loved you for a purpose. I believe that God has made you for a destiny, and you're never going to accomplish the potential that God has for your life if you keep investing in foolish friends. Your future is far too important for you to waste on foolish friends. I've wasted a lot of time spending time with people who aren't going to be able to walk with me to the path of wisdom, because the companion of fools is going to suffer harm. That's why Proverbs says that wisdom for friendship is so important. Well, that's all for this week's 10-minute message. If you liked it, go ahead, comment, like, subscribe, share with your friends to be able to help get the word out. I'll catch you next week on the 10-minute message.